Hey guys, this is Andre and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. As you can tell, we're on my Town Hall 8 and we are in Gold League. So we're going to be farming up here in Gold League and I have some crazy replays to show you. So let me get to those. So starting down here at the bottom, we have Kitty, where we got 369,000 gold, 297,000 elixir. I want to be doing a lot of hog raids because I don't need dark elixir. I already have my king to level 10, I have my hogs upgraded, and I have my golems upgraded. My P.E.K.K.A is currently upgrading, which took a while to get 6 million elixir, but it was really fun to do, and now I'm just going to play around with all the dark elixir that I have, so we're going to be doing a ton of hog raids. This one, 163,000, 395,000 and almost 2,000 dark elixir. That is amazing. 270,000, 55,000, not the best, and 1,000 dark elixir. Kind of just playing around with healers on that one. And this one up here, 306,000 and 305,000 with 800 dark elixir. That's pretty good. This next one is crazy. 326,000 and 326,000 with 630 dark elixir. Not that great dark elixir, but the loot there is crazy. 214,000 and 214,000. I don't know how I get the same amount on each one of these raids, but I was just playing with Goho on that one, just testing out my Goho strategy and seeing if it will actually work in Clan Wars, because I want to practice that and get better for you guys so I can make some videos. This one here, 302,000 and 301,000 with 1,000 dark elixir. That's pretty insane. This one up here I actually disconnected, so I don't know how I got an even 100,000, but that's pretty funny to me. 255,000 and 229,000, and this one at the top is 395,000 and 366,000 elixir with almost 2,000 dark elixir. So that is awesome. So what we're going to be doing now is going over a couple of replays, and then after those replays we're going to do a live attack where I'm going to use Mass Hogs and try and find a stacked base. Like, I want a ton of loot like this one. 395,000 and 366,000 with 2,000 dark elixir. That's what I'm going to be shooting for. We're going to hopefully find something like that. If not, you know, we're going to work with what we got. But hopefully we're going to find a base like that, and I'm going to attack it live. So make sure to stick around to the end of this episode, but let's get started on those replays. So unfortunately for Kitty, who is a Town Hall 7, we'll be using 28 level 4 hogs on her base. I'm guessing it's a her. It'd be kind of weird if it was a guy, but Town Hall 7s cannot withstand 28 hogs. Unfortunately my hogs split up here, but I don't really mind if they take a couple of traps or bombs. It'll be easier and a little bit more distributed throughout the hogs, but I just throw a heal spell down at the top, and then I'm going to throw a heal spell down on the bottom where that wizard tower is. Luckily, Kitty has level 12 elixir pumps and gold mines. That is just beautiful. I love finding Town Hall 7s that are just stacked with loot, and it's really easy to get. Put my king down, put a couple wizards down to break through and kill that king, but my hogs turn around and kill the king before my king gets through the wall. So this raid is basically just done for. There's no bombs, there's no anything. Someone already took care of them, so I didn't have to worry about a single thing. I probably shouldn't have even used a heal spell because I have tons of hogs left. So this was a really easy raid, and it gave me a ton of loot. As I said earlier, I'm not really worrying about dark elixir. I only got 120 here, but I got 369,000 gold and 297,000 elixir, which is a great raid, and I am actually going up in cups to get to gold, so I'm at silver 1, and I got 32 cups for this raid. Let's go into the next one. Attacking Dami here, and this base is kind of a overused design at Town Hall 8. It's kind of easy to attack, especially with hogs. I wasn't expecting any double giant bombs in these locations, so I wasn't too worried. And the hogs, they kind of would go over there with the archer tower on the bottom left, pathing over to this air defense or maybe this mortar. So I wasn't too worried about it. Even then, it was at the end, and I still had wizards and my king to clean up the rest of this this base. So I started from the right side over here because I knew that, you know, even if there were giant bombs in these locations at the top, right next to the wizard tower and this air sweeper, that it wouldn't cause too much damage, and I can always place a heal spell down, especially since there's a whole bunch of AoE damage right there. So let's get into this attack. Start off the attack by just spamming hogs down, because honestly, at Town Hall 8, you really don't have to worry about doing any surgical hog kind of style, and luckily there were no bombs on the right side over here. It's just a Tesla, so it was really easy to take care of. Just place my heal spell down for that AoE that the wizard tower was giving me, just to heal up my hogs. I throw it down just because, I mean, I'm here to make a video for you guys, so I'm not here to actually really profit from this, but profiting is always nice. So there wasn't a giant bomb over here either. Just place a heal spell down so I can actually take care of this wizard tower, and all the rest of the defense is over here. One thing I definitely messed up on, I tried to click, as you can tell over here, I tried to click on my wall breakers. Starting to clean up this base, I wanted to put some wall breakers down and my wizards, and I placed heal spells down. I just wanted to slap myself, because I was like, oh dude, this raid's going perfect, I'm totally gonna make a video for it. Yet I place a heal spell down. So I throw some wall breakers in and some of my wizards to help start cleaning up this base, and I throw my king up top, because the king at the top is just taking care of my hogs, and I need to kill him as soon as possible, especially since hogs are like giants, and they'll actually attack something until they're done attacking it once they've locked onto it, even if a king, queen, or skeleton traps, anything like that, are attacking them. So if they lock onto it before, they have to take it down before actually going and attacking the thing that are attacking them. So it's kind of frustrating, but you know, it's just kind of the game mechanics. At this point, it's pretty much game over. I use my king's ability. I have tons of wizards up. Pretty much none of my hogs died. I have a ton up still. So this was a really easy one to do, and this is why I like hogs, especially at Town Hall 8. Town Hall 8 is just ridiculous for hogs. You can just take over pretty much any base using Goho or just Mass Hogs. It's really easy. So I don't need any Dark Elixir upgrades, so I'm just using it for fun and farming up. Let's go into the next attack. So for that last one, I only wanted to use 2 heal spells, and I actually used only 2 heal spells for this one too. Unfortunately, I think this is the raid where nothing went right. I placed my golem down, and there was a Tesla over on the right side which lured it in. All my wizards are dying right now. I meant to click on my wall breakers, but my wizards actually came out instead, so I'm opening up this compartment, but by that time my golem is pretty much dead. So place a rage spell down, throw in my king to tank a little bit for those wizards. Don't really want to use a heal spell, so I just kind of throw the rest of my wall breakers and wizards down, and then start on my second part of my attack, which is going to be hogs. I definitely don't want to start on the left or bottom side, because that is a potential place for giant bombs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them up top where I have already attacked, and I know that that giant bomb right there is already activated and blew up, so I don't have to worry about that. By the time they swing around, and they kind of spread out a little bit, so I don't really have to worry about giant bombs. The only thing I'm going to do is throw a heal spell down right here, so when that wizard tower is attacking all of my hogs, they can get healed up and don't have to worry about all that damage. On the right side, there are a whole bunch of bombs and spring traps, but those little tiny bombs don't really do anything. I throw a heal spell down just for fun, and then throw a poison spell down to take care of those little tiny Larrys, because I don't know if they got a buff or not, but those things definitely screw up hog raids. They are a pain in the butt. So if you have Larrys and you're doing a hog raid, or if you're doing a hog raid, you want to bring a poison spell, just because those Larrys cause so much problems. They just keep on attacking, and your hogs can't do anything about it until the end. So definitely make sure to bring a poison spell. At this point, the raid is pretty much over. I have a lot of my hogs up. A giant bomb exploded, but luckily none of my hogs died. There was another giant bomb right there, and one thing I've always wondered is, if a bomb shows up like this but doesn't actually explode, do you have to reactivate it? Because I've never had that happen to me. I've never gotten to a point where someone 100% of my base and there was a bomb left but it didn't go off. I always check my replays, but I am just curious on if you actually have to reactivate it even though it didn't explode. I'm guessing you don't have to, but you know, that's just one curiosity that I always have, because it happens to me a lot, honestly. It happens to me when I'm attacking, not so much defending. But comment down below if you know exactly what happens. But as usual with hogs, this was a really easy raid with over 600,000 resources. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go on to the next attack. So we're going to be attacking Hello Min Min 11. And this person's base is definitely weird. They kind of threw it together because their base is technically, I'd say like a 7.5, maybe a Town Hall 8 level. All of his stuff is upgraded to about Town Hall 8. So I'm going to use my king on the top left corner to take out the other king so he doesn't mess up my hogs, and that mortar to take out some splash damage. I should have put just one hog down in the beginning to test out if there's any bombs or traps, but you know, sometimes you forget. Wasn't really counting on any of that since this guy didn't have an emblem and there's a ton of gravestones around his base, but you always want to check just in case. I have 30 hogs just going through this guy's base and he has no way of stopping me. All of his splash damage is kind of low, except for his mortars. They're about Town Hall 8, and his wizard towers are about Town Hall 7, so I'm going to use maybe one heal spell right here, just because I want to heal up my hogs and make sure that they live. But the ones up top they're not going to have any problem. They already took out that wizard tower, and they're about half health, but there's no more bombs or any other defenses that are going to really bother him. The ones at the bottom are already healed up, and they're going to be taking out this archer tower and wizard tower. After that's done, this base is completely done. They're just going to scatter around. I'm going to throw in some wizards just around the base to help clean up and centralize my hogs a little bit more so that they go into the center of the base, because I can use them for, you know, cleaning up a lot more efficiently. They can jump over walls when my wizards are just going to shoot at the walls and not really do much. So if I use my wizards to take out those outside buildings, my hogs will stay more in the core and then just take out everything. I used my clan castle right here just because I needed to get rid of these minions so that I can get a P.E.K.K.A. for clan wars. So don't think I'm just wasting minions or anything like that. I didn't want to just delete them out of my clan castle, so I had them just in case, but I needed to get rid of them to get a P.E.K.K.A. So 326,000 gold, 326,000 elixir, 630 dark elixir, and that is actually going to wrap it up for our replays. Now onto the live attack. We are back. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be doing a live attack. So I have 8 wall breakers, 11 wizards, and 28 hogs. We're going to be doing a mass hog attack with 3 heal spells, 1 poison spell just in case we have some Larrys or some clan castle troops, and my level 10 king. So I'm going to try and search here and see if I can find a good base to attack with a bunch of loot. We're up here in gold 3, and the loot up here is pretty insane. Silver 1, silver 2, gold 3, gold 2 is pretty good right now for Town Hall 8. So if you're looking to find a, find the best place to farm, that is definitely it if you are at Town Hall 8. So I'm going to get back to you when I actually find a base that's worthy of attacking. I'm trying to find something with 300,000 gold, 300,000 elixir, or something along the lines of that. Alright, that didn't take too long. This base is actually really easy, but I don't really want to pass it up. It's 330,000 gold with 235,000 elixir. I'm not worried about dark elixir, so this base is kind of perfect for me because I need to upgrade some walls, if you know what I mean. Town Hall 8 struggle, you know what I mean. Too much elixir, not enough gold. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, I don't know, I kind of just want to do something fun. Let's do this. I'm not going to use any heal spells, but what I'm going to do is just spread out my hogs like this and see how it goes. Just pray and spray, basically. I'm going to throw my king out here just because he needs to do something, and throw a couple wizards down so that they can start cleaning up behind my hogs. And I'm not going to use a single heal spell on this just because I don't want to. It'll be fun just to do it, without any heal spells. So I'm going to throw some wall breakers down. Looks like a majority of them are going to the left. I thought all of them died for a second there, so I kind of freaked out a little bit. Not... We're good now, though. So throw down some wizards, yada yada yada. Don't really need these wall breakers, so I'm going to throw a couple of these down. And there's really nothing left to this base because it's not even a Town Hall 6. Like, they really had no defenses, and it was pretty terrible. But they had a lot of loot that I could not pass up. Sorry guys. Used my king's ability right here. Probably should have used some wall breakers on the other side, but I did not think he was going to go inside the base. I thought he would just kind of swing around the outside and do what he normally does, but I guess not. So that was a perfect 3-star. Got 16 cups, 120 dark elixir, 330,000 gold, and 235,000 elixir, with a nice shiny bonus of 8,000 gold and 8,000 elixir from being in gold 3, which isn't a lot at all. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to collect all my loot, and I'm going to upgrade some walls, because I definitely need to upgrade some walls. They are kind of lacking, but they cost 500,000 gold each, and you can't really get a lot of walls done with that. So yeah, I wish they had it back where elixir actually worked on walls. I love that, where that short period of time they actually had elixir working on level 7 walls to upgrade them to level 8. That was beautiful. You never really had an overflow of elixir. As you can tell, I have 3,300,000 elixir, and as you can tell, I have my my P.E.K.K.A. upgrading to level 3, and I don't have really any high elixir upgrades left. I mean, I do have my rage and my heal spell, but really nothing else. Everything else is really easy to get. You just have way too much elixir at Town Hall 8 and not enough gold. So all you Town Hall 8s know the struggle, but I'm not gonna complain about it too much, even though I already did. So sorry about that. But if you're looking for a good place to farm, gold 3, gold 2, silver 1, and silver 2 is pretty good right now. So make sure to check that out. If you have an overflow of dark elixir like I do, play around with some hogs. Hogs are fun, guys. So that's it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to be subscribed, because I'm going to be putting out videos like this all the time. And make sure to share this with your friends and clan mates, because I'm trying to grow my channel pretty big here, get a nice big following, because I love all the positive feedback that I'm getting so far, all the good comments, all the people subscribing. I mean, my channel's growing pretty good now, but I think it can do better, guys. I think it can do better. So make sure to do that. Make sure to have a good day and take care. Alright guys, peace!